Don't be fooled. Arrogance is false. Oftentimes, I've been presented with the accusation of being arrogant or conceited. Some surprise to me too, of course. But now, the thing about it is, this would be ironic to me because typically the individuals who would be making these indictments, I would deem them to be arrogant. It never came across to me like someone who I deem to be humble or reserved in their own right. They never made these indictments towards me. It was always someone who I thought was arrogant as well. Now, it was my belief that, in fact, the only reason that they were saying this, or the only reason that they even identified this behavior, is because their arrogance had, in fact, been offended. And that's the thing with arrogant people, that they are easily offended. Oh, you didn't recognize my hat. You didn't recognize my seat, my position in here. Who are you? The common denominator amongst these individuals is that typically all had what I would see as a false sense of pride in themselves. Now, whether a high-ranking position at a job, someone who considered themselves a leader or a big dog of some sort, whatever the case may be, anytime these individuals didn't feel acknowledged, or they felt some type of way or some type of threat towards their positioning or their ranking in this particular faction, or even if they consider their mountain to be in jeopardy. You know, every man has his mountain. But this would lead to immediately making an indictment to whomever was providing this threat. And typically these people are, they're trying to use a sense of rhetoric to talk down on people and to kind of scheme and gossip and do all types of little phony baloney type stuff to go along with this. But I won't address that on today. But another example I will give of what I deem as false arrogance is what you'll see on social media. Now, I see an innumerable amount of self-conscious individuals who all portray an image of overconfidence, as if they know that they bad. Who would ever cheat on me? Yeah, not to be on my own vagina, but I am fine. You see all types of little things going on TikTok and on Instagram. Arrogant statement after arrogant statement, as if they truly feel this way. But for someone with a keen eye, for someone with the spirit of discernment, you understand that this is all or nothing more than a great performance from a brilliant actor. And in fact, these individuals have a number of issues that are besetting them, because has it crossed your mind how much time it takes to actually put together one of these videos? Who's holding the camera when they're walking down? Like, think about how much time and effort has went in to them impressing individuals who don't know them, as opposed to making the person who they're supposed to be happy with, all these individuals who they claim to have under wrap, happy. Why is that time not spent with them instead of trying to impress you? Well, there's a thin line between arrogance and confidence, in my opinion. But to me, the only difference is the confident individual is not easily offended, as I mentioned earlier. Confidence is rooted in the element of truth. When you can really dress, you're not offended if someone doesn't recognize the clothes that you have on, or if they laugh at your apparel. You're not offended at that because you're confident in your ability to dress. So even if no one acknowledges your outfit or laughs at you with it, you still are content or are comfortable in the fact that you are high on fashion. Now, if you told Steph Curry he couldn't shoot good, that would probably be the joke of the day. He'd probably laugh all up and down the court and proceed to give you an easy 30-piece, straight threes. He'd probably just boop, boop, just be popping them left and right. This probably wouldn't have your desired outcome. It would simply be a foolish statement, because he's proven to himself time and time again that he can shoot the basketball. If you call Donald Trump broke, he would probably laugh hysterically. Wouldn't even acknowledge you, more than likely. He would probably be thinking someone has to be trying to play a joke on him. Like, you really don't know no better? It is what it is. But, now as I mentioned, this can be a very thin line, because sometimes you can be confident in yourself or overconfident to the point where arrogance will begin to creep in or display itself, if put under the right circumstances. Now, I can be a victim of that. Like, if the wrong person is saying something to me, typically it's a busting individual, though, because like I said, humble people or people who are truly confident in themselves are not looking to try to spite you or put you down in any capacity. They're too busy doing their own thing. But as far as even when the spirit of arrogance begins to show itself, it's dangerous, because this is typically right before a downfall. Of course, the Lord or life has a way of humbling individuals who are too high on themselves. So that's why you'll see the wise typically working towards staying humble, even if they are, have a flamboyant personality or a naturally charismatic personality or are witty about themselves. They still try to keep that humble, because they know that life for the Lord certainly has no issues in humbling, because we know that the Lord hates a prideful look. Now, you'll hear the wise attempting to reach out and be a benefit and a blessing to everyone that they love and can possibly affect. This is one of the things that I hold dear. Like, anytime I'm around someone, this is the spirit that I'm going to bring. I'm going to impute the same confidence that I have into every individual. Even if a young man isn't handsome, I'm still going to give him this game and let him know that you still have the capabilities of doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. If I'm making money and I do come around flexing, it's only because I have good news for you, that you can do the same exact thing that I'm doing. It's never just to kind of put somebody down and make them feel bad about themselves. So that's a very stark difference there as well. Now, finally, you'll see other individuals like myself trying to impute this into people, but the only issue is that most people can't handle that, because instead of using it for good, like the naturally confident person will, they'll have that ugly girl with the BBL effect, or that DJ Academics effect, to where they put their ego in overdrive and attempt to stun on everyone who considered them to be a lame previously. So it's a bit tricky, once you raise someone up, or you give them that confidence, they now try to overcompensate and try to make themselves better than everyone else, and you'll see arrogance begin to manifest, because they've in fact been down for so long. They've been slept on in their particular mind for so long. It's now get back season, revenge season on everyone around them. So that can be a bit tricky, but typically people are where they are in life for a reason. Typically if people do possess this false sense of arrogance, it's for a reason, because they're not real enough to actually be a confident person, to actually put that into other people. So they just all try to overcompensate and fool you into thinking that they don't have any insecurities. Now that's not to say that you won't hear some arrogant statements come out of my mouth. Like I mentioned earlier, if a whack person try to come to me the wrong way, hey, I'm still human, man. I gotta fire them up, man. I gotta roast them. But that's not my heart's desire. I truly wish to be an encourager and an upliftment to everyone that is around me. With that being said, definitely hope that you have gotten something from this. I just kind of want to take the scales off of your eyes, if you will, because a lot of men and a lot of women, they'll see these people on social media and they just think like, oh my gosh, this is such a confident person. This is the definition of confidence. Oh, look, she wore that with her butt cheeks hanging out. She has to be confident. Are you serious, dog? Oh my God, she's breastfeeding in public. Look how confident she is. Man, I be seeing some of the craziest statements, under these posts, under these captions. And really it's sickening to me, man. Not some of these women do be looking good on there, but TikTok, boy, it'll get on your nerves looking at this, scrolling up and down your timeline. Say you want him a dick beat, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I see that. What's the other one? Hey, Mr. Franklin, do you think I look good, Mr. Franklin? My fault. I had to take a time out to make sure that I still look good. Man, it get on your nerves, man. It just get on your nerves. But hopefully, let me know down below. Do y'all see what I see when y'all are seeing these individuals, these people on social media, or these even the gentlemen? They ain't exempt neither, man. They on here crying and whining, or acting like they just got it going on, like life is just so beautiful and abundance. But man, how do you have time? That's my biggest question. How do you have time to upload all these pictures if you are truly enjoying yourself and having fun with the individuals that you're around? If you're enjoying your family, for me, it's always been hard to kind of recreate that, to stop and everybody, let's take a picture to capture the moment. I'm really enjoying myself and I'm really having a good time with the people that I'm around. So this is always, it kind of slips my mind to go ahead and get a picture in, so that people on social media can think that that I'm having a great time as well. So that always confuses me. It's how people have time to go ahead. It's like that's the enjoyment, to actually share the picture with everyone, as opposed to the time itself. And typically the people who I see posting all the time, when you really hang out with them, they don't even have a good time. I don't witness individuals who go to the beach and don't even enjoy one moment of it. They just taking pictures the whole time. Weirdo stuff, man. But don't be fooled and deceived by that, man. Or folks at your job or anything like that who are proclaiming to be one way, man. Throw on the spirit of discernment and really see them for what they are, and recognize the attributes of an arrogant person as opposed to one that is truly confident in themselves. But of course, with that, man, like I said, much love to everyone under the sound of my voice. And until next time, certainly be blessed.